oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear. And the oldest and strongest kind of fear is fear of the unknown. Welcome to the mind of H.P. Lovecraft. Call of Cthulhu.
It was because I did hear you first time.
Well, yeah, I meant on stream.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final episode of Call of Cthulhu, the horror on the Orient Express. So, since this is the final episode of this campaign, I've got two things I'm going to say. Number one, this will end up with these characters at the end of the campaign, going into the year 1927. It's not currently 1920, but they will be released from in 1927. We're going to do a time skip of 7 years, but we will get to that in a little bit because that'll be the second half of the stream. Also, we'll be coming back to Call of Cthulhu in the future, so stay tuned, and we may replay Horror of the Orient Express with different characters. Hear that, guys? You get a second shot. I'll let you know when that happens. Anyway, meanwhile, here's our current characters. We've got the Witch King of Samra playing Brian Lawless. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm the Witch King of Samra, and I do YouTube videos just like Tabletop here. But tonight I am playing Brian Lawless, the superstar baseball player who is just below Babe Ruth in popularity, or payment at least. And he screwed up, and his quest to stop some nefarious deeds going about, he ended up in federal prison in France, where he had been in prison before because he fought in World War I.
Two things.
Have a federal prison.
What was that?
France doesn't have a federal prison. They're not a federation.
Not in 1920. Not in 1920.
They're not a federation. They're a republic, but they're not a federal republic.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, anyway, two things to point out. Witch King, could you please change Brian's stats from 5 hit points out of 6 to 6 hit points out of 6?
I did.
Oh, okay. Why is it not updating on this one? Oh, okay, there we go. Never mind, fixed it. Okay, cool. Cool. And then, could you do me another favor? Since you're... So, real quick, before we move on to everyone else, Brian Lawless was charged with assisting in a theft of a book and has been sentenced for 7 years in a prison in France. The conditions of this is not very well, as that they are kind of back in France in 1920s. Kind of really didn't. I don't think anyone had any really decent prisons back in the day, but this is kind of bringing back some PTSD moments for Mr. Brian Lawless. Can you give me a sanity roll?
Yes, I will. 25 under 43.
Well, at least for the first year, you're okay. Or the first,
Yeah.
or first the initial integration into the prison, you're okay.
Yeah.
All right, moving down to Mr. Archer Cullen, who is playing Draco Ravenwolf. Please introduce yourself and your character. Colin?
He's already having issues.
Oh no.
Bueller?
Bueller.
Let's move on to the next person.
Oh, I'm hearing echoing.
Yep, there we go. It's coming from his mic.
Colin.
Well, just unplugged and plugged the mic back in again.
Oh,
That
cool.
work?
Yeah, that worked.
Yep.
Well, we can hear you now, so that's a thing.
Yeah. I am Arch Colin. I'm playing Draco
Wait.
Ravenwolf.
Who can we hear?
Me, isn't it?
I don't hear anybody. What are you two talking about? No, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you, Colin. Go ahead and continue.
And Draco is really, really, really wishing he hadn't come back to France.
Why is that?
He does. Well, he's English, and twice he's been to France. First time he fell into a hole and doesn't remember what happened after meeting. I met these Yanks, and the second time he's ended up in prison. All that bloody time. Nice long time in nice sunny deserts in Palestine and the Far East in World War One, and I go to France, and this is what I get.
Yeah, you're just not like France doesn't like you too much. They know you by name.
Someone sounds a little bitter.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's yeah.
The spirit of the land of France hates us.
So you were taken in front of the judge, and he does know you a little bit, and not personally though, but he's heard of the many adventures of Draco Ravenwolf.
Yes.
And he knows you've fallen into a hole and met some Yanks. And he's heard of some of the loony tales that you spouted off all those years ago with Dr. Smith. So, therefore, he is happy to sentence you for 7 years into a France prison. Anyway,
BN.
the initial integration may affect you a little bit. Give me a sanity roll.
Hold on. Why are you not letting me roll on? Ah, there we go. Hello, are you doing anything? Hello, computer, would you please do so? Once again. Sanity. Oh.
Yeah, so I think he's slipping with a lot of his sanity because he's talking to a computer, which was not invented back in the 1920s.
Yeah, clearly. That's why it's rolled.
Oh, and a 99. Holy shit. All right, sir.
What is the computer?
Yeah, there we go. All right. Colin, you need to roll me a 1d6 now.
Slash R 1d6 in it.
Lose 4 sanity.
Blurby, blurby, blurby.
Yeah, you didn't handle the integration well. Not as well as Brian did. All right. Next is Gregory Carmichael, who is still an active soldier in the U.S. military. Also a war veteran and was over in France all those years ago. Not a decorated hero. Goes in front of the judge and is appalled that he would steal a book. A book about one of France's darkest secrets, mind you. The judge happily. By the way, do me a grand favor. Spartacus, introduce yourself and Gregory Carmichael and tell me how well your character is going to handle this whole sentencing to be 7 years in a French prison.
Wouldn't he go to a military prison for the U.S. military?
Not in the
He
1920s.
committed,
He is
Oh.
now considered a war prisoner.
Okay,
committed a civilian offence.
fair enough.
And
Dishonourable discharge, I suspect.
And yes, I am Spartacus, and I am playing Gregory Carmichael. And Gregory Carmichael will basically be expressing his deepest regrets as to the situation to the judge, and will continue to say that it was that he was greatly misunderstood. That because back in his hometown, you could have the ability to acquire a library book and take it home and read it for a time before returning it, and that was his intention with the book, was to at least read it for the day and then return it the next day. And it was his great regrets that he did not understand French law on the subject of books that were in the French National Library.
That's nice. 7 years. Roll a sanity to see how well you integrate into the populace.
You said sanity?
Yep, sanity.
Yep.
Regular?
Yeah. Oh, he succeeds. Hard success, I think, isn't it?
Regular.
Oh. Okay. So.
It's these soft British men who can't handle the.
The Americans
Well, I mean,
the Americans are like, we got this. We're gonna be great at this.
Hey, I mean, I'm gonna full-heartedly accept my punishment. So.
All right. Why don't you guys?
I'd almost think you guys were Australians accepting the role of convict so easily.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
remember, I'm from the heart of the United States, from the farms and rough and tumble and the weeds and stuff like that. So you kind of have to be a little tough.
So while you guys are in prison, spending day in, day out, eating the same thing every day for 7 straight years, how well do you think your character's going to handle this? Why don't you guys narrate what your character's going to be doing for the next 7 years?
Who goes first?
Don't all jump at once.
I was gonna say, just might as well start with Witch King first, since
Okay.
he started first.
Okay, so Brian is going to attempt to do a regimen of meditation that and studying all kinds of books about the occult and history, and seeing if he can't get his constitution to be a little better.
Very good. Very good. You spend 7 long years doing nothing but that. Do you have any communication with Draco Ravenwolf or Gregory Carmichael, or have you broken away from your relationships with them?
No, he's stayed in contact. I mean, we're in the same prison. We probably encounter each other fairly regularly.
You ever saw Shawshank's Redemption?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you've become the head librarian at this prison. If they had a library, I don't know if they did, but let's just say whatever. Maybe you convinced them to make a prison library to have people study while they're in there.
Yes.
He did.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Do you have fast talk?
Let's see. I have fast talk at 20.
How about charm?
You mean you?
Charm at 45.
Why don't you give me a charm roll? You're gonna charm the warden of the prison to
Allow me to study here.
Not only that, but allow you to make a library at this prison, and that he is going to take it before committee to get a budget to make a library to have everyone here do some reading if it keeps everyone under control.
Okay, rolling. And I failed.
Oh, you didn't get the library.
Over 45.
Okay.
Failed by 1 level.
Well, you definitely didn't get the library.
I can try again the next year, though, right?
Yeah. If you want to give it another try, let's try it real quick.
Okay. That's a 19 under 45.
It took you 3 years, but by the third year, you definitely got the library.
Okay.
By the way, I
Awesome.
need you to give me 2 sanity rolls, please.
Okay. 2 failures.
All right, and then now you need to give me 2d4.
Okay. Oh, dang it. 4 total.
All right, lose 4 sanity.
Okay. $39.
Don't start that.
For some reason, it keeps amping up my daily sanity, even though this is
Yeah.
like years in the future.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I think it just keeps track of from where you start to where you go down to from the start of the campaign to the end.
Oh, okay.
But right now, how much sanity have you lost today? You
I've
you
lost
any.
4
That was
today.
that was the first. Okay.
Yep.
So I mean, you're suffering from some effects, but you're not going to gain any bouts of madness.
Nope.
All right. So, how did Drake and Ravenwolf handle the next 3 years? The first 3 years of being in this prison.
His parents
Trying
were
to
all
keep-
lucky. He'd probably end up going into insanity.
Well, yeah, probably. Trying to keep fit, of course.
But he pleads insanity, and then he has, he plays Jack Nicholson, the inspiration from Jack Nicholson's role in that movie.
No,
Three Flew
it's-
Under the Cuckoo's Nest,
no.
or whatever.
this is 1920s France. I would end up being given freaking Blackadder.
If he tried to plead insanity, he'd probably end up strapped to a chair suffering from electroshock therapy.
I'm going to get a pair of pencils, and I'm going to stick them rubber end up my nose, and see if anybody actually gets that one. I told you I was going to be Edmund Blackadder.
It's 1920s. That didn't come out until years later.
Yeah, but
No,
it's the
but
same World War
Blackadder
One.
takes place in history. In particular, World War One is
Blackadder
one of the
goes forth.
seasons.
Exactly. Blackadder goes forth. Trying to keep fit. Study well, obviously. Probably improve my French. Well, definitely improve French, which I don't have which could end up being my unspecified second language if I still have a character at the end of this.
What did you do? Start a group session and started hearing people talk like in the 13th Warrior and learn the language?
What? Yeah, mate. Yeah. Also, I mean, I do have my my computer's playing. My English, my education level is just under professor. My English is at something like 90% when this computer decides to actually load anything. So I've got linguistics aptitude anyway. So yeah, I mean I could also teach
Give me a
teach English.
fast talk or a charm roll.
I'll give you 25 minutes before my computer decides to actually reload Foundry, and I'll do my best.
All right.
It's playing silly smeggers at the moment. It's just computer's playing silly bugs. It's just taking the time you're doing like loading my character sheet as a PDF.
Anyway, while we're waiting on that one, Gregory Carmichael, what are you doing over the course of the first 3 years?
Yeah, probably a similar combination of the other two, which is trying to keep physically fit, try to learn French, because what else is there to do, and also to improve the mind by reading.
Okay. Give me a strength roll. Pure strength. Regular. Nice.
Oh wow.
Give me another one.
Oh.
No.
Seriously.
You already got
Yeah.
2 successes.
I want another one. Oh, look
That's
at
another
that.
2 successes.
Yeah, look at that. So you became captain of the school of the prison yard. Nobody
Okay.
fucks with you. You went outside and you looked for the biggest, baddest motherfucker you could, and you beat the shit out of them. You went out and
Okay.
exploded. You went out and Jack Reachered this shit and exploded his face with your elbows. And all of a sudden, everybody wants to be your friend. They give you cigarettes, stuff for currency to trade. They helped you get books to help Brian make his library. A couple of them they actually go in and they've been teaching you French.
Okay.
Give me 2 sanity rolls, please.
Ugh.
And if you could roll me a 1d4.
Oh, that's right. You get the type in, right?
Mm-hmm. /R 1d4.
Said forward
Well,
slash.
Yep.
is there a level of a skill at which you can sort of
Oh. It's not forward slash. It's.
isn't it?
No, it's /.
/R, isn't it?
I tried
Yeah,
forward slash. it didn't work.
/R space 1d4.
No, that's
Oh.
exclamation part. It's for.
Oh, it's
Well,
gonna-
no, I did hit the forward slash. It just didn't initiate. So I looked up and I saw Witch King do a forward slash or did the exclamation point. So I copied what he did.
Yeah, but it didn't work. So I had to
When a guy says it didn't initiate,
2d4.
when a guy said it didn't initiate properly, that was an excuse why every night sucks. What
Okay.
the fuck?
So I tried to do what you said. Forward slash space RD or
All right.
Thank you.
So /R
No,
space
/R space 1d4.
well, you put the wrong. Okay, whatever.
I hope this better be a high ass number. It's not. All right, lose 1 sanity.
No, darn.
Yeah, I know, right? 3 years in and you haven't lost much. All right.
Is there a level of skill at which you may be able to sort of help others learn? You may be able to teach basics of that skill.
There is, but you have to project it in presentation. So for that to happen, you would need to give me a fast talk or a charm.
Oh, it's a shame. 'Cause I've got
I was
persuade.
hoping that I would get to learn some more occult skill so I could, like, investigate things in the mythos better.
I don't have fast talk. I don't have charm. I have charm. I have persuade is my bit. My I think there is actually an instruction skill, but I didn't take that. No,
Give
there's
me
someone that
give me a persuade roll then. You're gonna persuade Frenchmen to teach you French. Holy shit! It actually worked.
That's 50%. That's an under 50%.
Give me another one. Give me another one. Holy shit, that actually worked. Hey, we're not getting bad. You know, you guys are in prison, and you guys are getting better rolls now than you did. Where were these rolls last session?
I have no clue.
Since we are doing this, and since Brian Company got it, would it be a viable option, assuming the capital, to actually see if we do get any improvements in sort of strength or con?
Okay.
I'm just wondering if that would be or not.
Yeah. But we're gonna get to that. Right now we are in narration.
Okay.
Stop breaking character.
Okay.
All right. So you successfully have been learning French over the last 3 years. So you guys are sitting down eating the same thing. How well is your stomach? how well are you guys handling eating the same thing for the past 3 years? I need Constitution rolls to see where we're at with this.
Well, I mean, for one thing, I'm in the military, so I eat military food. So.
Oh wow, I did succeed.
Where the hell were these rolls last week? Last time we played. Here's where
Oh
Chris
no,
starts failing.
Gregory Carmichael fails.
So while you guys are all in your cell, which you guys all share a cell, Gregory Carmichael's got his head in the bucket.
Oh,
And
Lordy.
I must have gotten something that was not fully cooked.
Probably. You're having stomach issues. You're not sure as to why. It's been happening the last couple weeks, going into your 3rd year. So your face isn't far from your buddy's crap. So you need to give me a sanity roll from sticking your head into a bucket that has yet to be drained.
I don't even know if they have plumbing in this prison, do they?
We're gonna say,
Probably
for the
not.
sake of our argument, no.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay, you're handling it pretty well.
You'd think I'd probably have an iron stomach after eating military food for so long.
I think you're pretty much there. Maybe you're just sick. Who knows? All right. So going forward, anything else you guys would like to do?
Can I
you-
try and re-roll my Constitution, or at least try to roll under to see if I can raise it?
No,
Damn
not
it!
right now. Not right now.
Can I
Just-
roll to? Can I roll to potentially raise my occult skill and history skill?
You don't need a roll for that. You can give me a charm roll to see if you could pick up certain books that you heard about, called the what are they called?
Necronomicon?
No,
not the
I don't want that.
Necronomicon.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
That's it. Depends on if he gets in good with the prison guards.
Hang on a second.
Anything by this guy called...
Here we go.
Do you want me to roll a charm?
No. Yeah, it'll be a charm roll.
Constantly.
But see
Okay.
what you're looking at getting.
That's
You're looking.
exactly 45%.
Holy shit! So you ended up getting something called the Volumes of Arkham. You got copies of the Volumes of Arkham, and you've been studying the occult and something called the Elder Gods.
Uh-oh. Do I gain any Cthulhu Mythos skill?
No, unfortunately, you don't have any spell books by accident. Well, I don't know. Give me a
Good.
luck roll. Now let's see if you came across something that may help you going forward.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh my God.
what
Holy
was your
shit.
SAN before you started gaining Cthulhu Mythos?
39.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
So you came across a book, and you've been translating it for like the past year. You know, this is your 4th going in your 5th year, and you found out that it is supposedly a teleportation spell.
Okay.
You
With it-
stay well away from me when you try that. Whatever you teleport in here, I don't want to be anywhere near it. I want to be half a continent away.
So
Who says about him bringing something to you? What about bringing you to something else?
Yeah, can I, like, teleport out of here?
give me a power roll.
Okay. 47 under 55.
Okay. You gain 1 Cthulhu Mythos point,
Okay.
and you're gonna need to give me a sanity roll too.
Okay. Hold on, let me just add that skill in real quick.
Yep.
Wait, how do I do that again? Oh, plus? There we go. Mythos. 1%. Okay, and sanity is what you need to roll next.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, hold on, I have to unlock or lock up my sheet. 81 over 39.
All right. You're going to need to roll now 1d6 plus 1.
Okay. Two.
That's pretty low. All right, lose 2 sanity.
Okay.
What sort of levels of French are we going to have learned?
Give me a second.
Okay.
Because we're going to see if Witch King's character goes bye-bye into the void or something.
So I'm just adding it to the character sheet, that's all.
He comes back in 10 years, becoming the Herald of Cthulhu.
Don't tempt him.
More like he jumps forward in time and gets eaten by hounds of Tindelos.
Don't tempt me. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Because there is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a teleportation spell in here. All right.
If it's not in the core book, it's definitely in the Grand Grimoire of Cthulhu Mythos Magic.
Which I have both a PDF and a physical copy of that. I picked that up years ago because I wanted that one. Give me just a second. Okay, here we go. Wonder if it's under T for teleportation. Probably. We're going to see telepathy, temporal rip, time trap, time gate. I need TE. Transfer. Oh no. Transformation. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be some sanity bullshit here. So, you get this idea. So you get this idea that you might be able to go back in time and stop all this from happening.
Oh, go
Then I'm
for it.
gonna take that bet.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and do that.
Okay. So, all right. So what you got to roll for me on this one? What is your power?
55.
Okay. 55. Give me a second.
I'm a middle of the road magician.
Okay. It doesn't look like you're going to need to... It actually does not look like you're going to actually need to roll. This is going to happen. So you're going to travel back. See, you're the 4th year in. You need to travel back up to 5 years. So... Let's see.
Isn't this gonna take like a long time and a great deal of space to make the spell work?
No. It's not going to do that.
You're going to travel back in time, and the minute the hull opens, you're going to shoot Bal in the head.
No,
So-
I'm gonna.
I saw
I'm gonna
Stargate
sneak into
Continuum.
I'm gonna
Oh my
sneak into
God.
the train, get the book, bring it back to the library. You're gonna be shit out of luck. We don't have the book anymore, but at least we're not in prison.
No. Go back. Right.
You stop us from taking the book and just suggest that
Yeah.
we instead just ask the
Yeah.
curator.
Yes, that's what I'll do.
Stop us on that. Stop us so we get a chance to redo those rolls. Even maybe. Or just say something, look, for God's sake, guys, does it not seem weird to you?
But the problem is he needs to do it in a way that won't affect the space-time continuum. because we don't.
We
know
don't know
this
if that's
time.
how it works in Call of Cthulhu, because time could be all kinds of different ways.
Yes, but if you jump in, and you are with us, and he sees your older self, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, no,
That's why I would hide myself, but also that's assuming that that particular version of time travel system is how it works in Call of Cthulhu in this game.
You wait till that minute.
Time that you mess with time, there's always a ripple effect.
Not always. There are time traveling movies and TV shows that aren't like that.
You wait till we're scratching our heads as to why these books are bloody all blank, and that little minute when you disappeared off to go to the loo, you come back and you say to us, I had a thought, guys. While all of you is in the loo, time traveling, you come back and say, come to think of it, does it seem a bit weird to you that everything here is blank? There's something strange going on here. Like what I tried to do but didn't get a chance to before.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore we don't do something stupid like nick these books.
Yeah.
And we can actually get the campaign back on track.
Okay. So here's
I need to time travel back in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're willing to do this teleportation spell, you need to do the following. You need to sacrifice the following.
Okay.
You need to change your power from 55 to 20.
Okay.
Wait. Let me make sure that's right. Hang on. 30. Excuse me. Change it to 30.
Okay. So I lost 15 points.
25 points.
25 points, my bad.
Yep. And you need to also sacrifice 5 magic points.
Okay.
Which you went from 11 down to there you go. And you have successfully traveled back to the exact moment that you're at the library. You hear someone say, "Hey, let's sneak the." You hear exactly what was said. What did you guys say about the books when you came up with the plan about sneaking the books out of that?
Nothing, because I don't think I wanted to do it, but I don't remember. It's a while ago.
Yeah, I mean, simply it's something's funny about these books, and maybe if we can get them back to the hotel room, maybe we can figure out what's wrong.
All right, so you're seeing this unfold. What does Brian do?
Brian is going to run up to them and...
While Brian is there?
Yes, while Brian is there, rip off his clothes and then push Brian. And then run.
Wait, you rip off your...
What?
You're gonna run in naked?
It's to distract you so you don't take the books. You're not thinking about the books anymore. You're thinking, what the fuck is Brian doing over there, taking his clothes and pushing another Brian?
My thought would be, why is Brian over there when Brian is right here, and what in the world is that Brian doing stripping off his clothes?
Oh my god, we just created a paradox.
That's what I'm saying. Anytime that you mess with time, there's always some kind of ripple effect.
Well, no, there is an alternative to the paradox. Is if this works, then
it's a self-consistent loop.
Yeah. Then Brian gets his sanity and the rest of it back because his magic powers back because it never happened. But if it never happened, then
It could be that
that does not happen. That does not happen.
Or it could be that past Brian goes even further insane because he's seen himself before.
Well, actually, there is another way. There is another way that this could work.
Okay.
No, there is another way this could work.
No. Okay. So, no. I just realized something that could work. Older Brian goes up to the curator and says, "We're having trouble with these books. Can you please come and help us?" And while the curator goes off, older Brian walks away.
Well, look, yeah, maybe. Or alternatively,
that's the simplest and easiest thing to do. Is that older Brian, while the rest of us are discussing about maybe walking out for the books, goes and talks to the curator, tells him, "We're having trouble. Can you please help us?"
Okay, that's what I do instead, if I can do that instead.
Yeah. The one I was going to say was I was just going to say 2 words. Quantum leap.
Yeah.
If time travel works that way, he time travels back.
It doesn't work.
Himself.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't work like that in this
Okay.
one.
Okay, no, I was going to say. I mean, it's a viable solution to a lot of the problems.
Yeah.
But okay,
And Brian should, and older Brian should explain what is wrong. That we're not. There's something up with the books that it doesn't seem like the books are written in. Could you possibly clarify? In which case, the curator will come and clarify to younger Brian and the rest of us, erasing the other timeline entirely.
Okay, yeah, that's what I do.
Except when the other timeline is erased, so it's older Brian. However, younger Brian is now affected because once the older Brian disappears, all of the abilities that older Brian had is now contained in younger Brian, which means his power is still the same and his magic points are still the same. Oh, and he did lose some sanity for this.
Okay.
Yeah, a 1d12 roll, please.
Okay.
Because during the merging of the magic and the paradox and the timeline trying to correct the.
Oh my god! I rolled a 12.
You started babbling. You started. For some reason, younger Brian does not know how to form coherent sentences anymore.
Brian, are you okay? What's wrong?
On the other hand,
I
this has certainly
know.
distracted us. Okay, so
This is where I roll for losing or gaining a phobia or something, right?
Phobia
Or
time
which is
travel.
one that's appropriate.
We'll have to figure that one out.
Okay.
Or, visions of the future that never were, because they won't.
Yes, that's it right there. He had a dream that he was in prison, a French prison for 4 years, and that he somehow time traveled back and saved everybody. But then he woke up and said, "Oh, I was here the whole time."
Yeah. Well, it would. Yeah. I mean, that actually makes narrative.
Brian, when did you learn French?
Now, that's a
I
good
learned
question.
French. I learned in the French Foreign Legion. I remember.
So presumably, then, does this then overwrite everything for us? So nothing's happened for us.
So you guys did save the campaign. How about that?
Excellent.
Okay, cool.
Well, that's okay. So I'm saying, so I didn't actually.
I didn't.
learn French. Yeah, that's okay.
Damn, I need to actually walk away for a minute because I think I lost some sanity because we somehow saved a campaign, which I was not planning on.
Now what?
I'll have to figure that out here in about a few minutes. Oh, so anyway.
Well, I mean, now since we have the curator coming in to see what's wrong, he's gonna probably walk in, see that younger Brian is there, and he's gonna probably turn around and says, "Weren't you just
What?
Huh? Okay.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
All right. So here's what I want.
Wait, doesn't that mean that I regained the sanity that I lost?
We'll talk about that later.
So yeah. Theoretically, it should reset Gregory and Draco back to what we were.
Theoretically, yes. Actually, it does.
So I'm back up to 62.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Which means you guys also didn't gain anything. However,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
However, Brian Lawless gained the following. Brian now has a spell book in his possession that actually has his name written in it.
Oh wow.
You are now the owner of an Eldritch spellbook.
From
Is
an
it written in-
alternate
is it-
timeline.
Is it written
Uh-huh.
in blood?
A
Yes.
book that should not exist.
The blood of future Brian.
Awesome.
I don't.
Increase your Cthulhu mythos up to 4.
Okay. So I have 5 Cthulhu mythos now.
No. Increase it up to 4, so you gain 3 more. You go from 1 to 4.
Okay.
Yep. And you lose 3 more sanity.
Okay.
All right.
Remember, every point of Cthulhu mythos is a point of sanity.
You have a permanent insanity. You constantly think you're seeing visions of the future.
I'm also having a bout of madness right now.
Yes, you are, but that's only temporarily.
Okay.
But we won't talk about the bout of madness right now. So, yeah. All right. So you guys did manage to save the campaign. Thank you, Brian, for your sacrifice.
I
Which
tried.
means, can we have
I
another go
love
at
time
reading?
travel, so I had to do it.
Can we have another
Yeah.
go at reading these books?
Yeah, let's have another go.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
I
I
mean-
said, we have the curator that walks in, or the junior curator or whatever, walks in and asks to help us with the books. We'll be basically like, how does he know? Okay, yeah, here's the books. There doesn't seem to be anything written in them.
Yeah, he kind of he's just confused, but yeah.
Hold on,
By the way, he points out that there are words in them that you guys are probably overly exhausted, so he's going to assist in gathering the information that you need. Now, at this point, I think you were looking up information
You were
on
The French guy.
Yep, phenolic. So let me.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a minute. Okay, we're gonna take like a few minutes break here and allow me to pull up all my old material because you guys did manage to save the campaign. So congratulations on that.
well
don't-
done, Witch King.
Oh yeah. Witch King
And
also.
surpri-
Witch
I'm
King
surprised
also
I
needs to. Witch King, what's your French language at?
My French language is at 36.
Make it 40.
Okay.
Make it 40. You get 1 point per year that you learned French, and you took 4 years of your life away. Well, your future self that now no longer exists. By the way, the spell book that Future Brian found with a teleportation spell to travel through time has changed. It is now in your possession, but instead of it being the book that he found, the book that you were given is made out of the skin and blood of Future Brian.
Oh, hopefully
What
he doesn't
spells are in
remember.
it?
Oh, we're about to find out, aren't we?
Okay.
We're about to find out.
Okay.
Not
Where do I
today,
get it?
not today, folks, because we're gonna pull. So
Let's just say that the game master has had his mind blown.
yeah. I didn't think that would happen if I gave you that spell. I literally thought he was just gonna do a prison break, but I didn't think that would turn out like that.
Well,
I'll
there
kinda-
was no teleportation spell. There was only a time travel spell, so of course it's going to time travel.
Ooh.
All right. God only knows what happened to the future timeline that never happened.
It never happened.
Cthulhu
Either-
rose
either-
from his
either-
tomb and destroyed everything, and everyone went insane, and the world ended.
That or it completely erased. It completely dissolved into the space-time continuum,
Yeah, that could happen too.
like a river that's been dammed.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. All right. So, do you guys really want to know what happens? I have the spell right here. So, are you guys familiar with Arkham Horror?
No.
Mm.
I know of it, but never have played it.
Okay. There's these things called monster gates. So when you opened up a time gate, you did open up a monster gate on that timeline, and you did unleash unspeakable evil on both future Draco and Gregory.
Oh, gee, thanks.
By the way, there is a possibility if the future Gregory and Draco do discover the gate, that they can also travel back to the exact timeline, recreating the paradox. Which is why Brian is gonna have dreams of a future that never happened. Welcome to insanity,
Still need to
Brian.
figure out what my permanent insanity and everything is.
Well, your permanent
Let me
insanity
think.
is the visions from the future, or a future that never happened.
Let me
But how
think.
do I write that down as a phobia or mania?
Let me check for you. Let me check for you on that one.
H.G.
Okay.
Wells wrote The Time Traveller in about 1898. So I think Gregory, I got a feeling probably all this means for you and I is that basically we lose anything we gain this session. Because I
Pretty
don't
much-
think,
Pretty much, yes.
I mean,
We
Like,
reset back to last week.
yeah, basically.
and the only thing
Okay.
that Brian loses is his sanity, and his power that he sacrificed that it took to create this.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Brian also become a little bit more intelligent and knowledgeable because of the 4 years?
Well, that's how he gained the percent in French.
Yep.
Although I would argue that he would have gained some occult skill knowledge as well, not just Cthulhu mythos.
Oh yeah. Give yourself a cult skill of what's the base?
The one I have right now, or the base that everyone starts out with.
The one you have right now.
Okay, my current occult is 5%.
So I think that's base.
Make it 9%.
Okay.
Because you did study other cult options, but mind you, your character is also scrambled because somehow you have looked in the mirror in your dreams and you saw yourself 4 years from now.
So has basically, he's now sort of, he's now got future Brian's memories looping around somewhere in his subconscious, giving him bad dreams.
Something
The
like
knowledge
that, yeah.
he gained is still there. Yeah. Okay. So basically, it's a psychological rather than a physical effect.
Yes.
Okay.
He saved you
Shame.
guys.
He
Imagine
did.
that.
He did.
All right, let's take a break here. We're going to take an 8-minute break. Stretch your legs, get something to drink. I'm getting me some water or a Monster, one of the two. I haven't slept in a few days, so I'm going insane. And then I'm going to go insane from this whole thing actually being insane.
Hey, it's Cthulhu. What do you expect?
Oh, not much, not much.
You know,
All right, here we go. Here we go. And then I'm going to look some things up for Brian Lawless, and then we're going to continue this adventure.
Awesome. Awesome.
You know these.
Okay, so we are gonna pick up to the library scene, to where you guys are doing the research on next session. I'm not prepared to go into this because we can make this another 2 hours long. Plenty of material there, because now we're gonna go back to our old material. However, all right, so Brian Lawless is suffering from two things. He has a permanent insanity where he sees visions of things that never were, and he believes them to be some form of reality, and he does suffer from nightmares. But your bout of madness that you will suffer throughout next session is going to be bibliomania. You are going to be
Bibliomania.
Yep, you're going to be obsessed with nothing but reading. However, this is going to be good for you and bad for you. You may suffer reading at the expense of your health, but when you do research, when you do the next set of research rolls to recover material, you're gonna get them at an advantage.
Nice.
So we are gonna pick that up probably next season 2. Everybody, Call of Cthulhu, Horror of the Orient Express, season 2. We're becoming a big series now.
Well, you said it was going to last a long. It was going to last.
And you said we were going to come back to it, so.
Yeah, we are coming back to it.
Just not the way he was intending.
I predicted the future. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have the deck of spell cards, and I just pulled that out of my ass. Literally, I drew it. The fate of the game says Cthulhu's real, guys. He's like, yeah, we're not gonna end this game yet. I'm having too much fun. Here we go. All right. So we are gonna pick this up. We are gonna check on the schedule. I am working on Star Wars. Is going to pick up at the second end of the year. I'm working on some... Stop it, Chris. Stop it, Chris. Too soon. So we are going to pick up Star Wars too, so stay tuned. Everybody, let's just go around the table and everyone just promote yourself today. And I definitely got your links in my description. So which king go first?
Witch King of Samra, and sorry if you heard me chewing.
No, you're
Eating
fine.
dinner. Sorry. I know people have misophonia like I do, so sorry.
I didn't hear anything until you started speaking.
Okay, good. I'm the Witch King of Samra. I have a YouTube channel. I have a Twitter or an X account or whatever. I have various social media. I just had the adventure for Tales of Gore that I wrote. A couple months ago, it got released, finally. So if you want to support Grim Jim and me, in retrospect, go ahead and purchase that. And, yeah, you can expect me to, in the future, start streaming solo plays of The Invisible College by RPG Pundit. And, yeah, that's about it.
You know, I realized, too, I got to rename the episode name.
The finale. ... SIKE.
It's exactly what I'm gonna do. Or I'm gonna say the finale. What?
Yeah.
All right, Colin, it's your turn.
I'm Archer Colin, and I actually have something on Monday evening at 8:30 real time, which is UK time. You can do the math yourself if you can't be bothered to follow a proper clock. We've got a Monday night stream. Alex and I are doing a general Tudor Fat on FFSI, which is our channel. So we don't know what we're going to be talking about yet because our Monday night streams tend to be somewhat, well, it's just the two of us just talking about Lord knows what. Sometime in the future, we're also going to do the next stream we've actually got specifically planned is in March. And that's going to be on a little TV series called Blake 7. So if anybody's not seen it, you've got all that time to watch all 4 years of it. It's well worth it. And it's the TV show that I think has got the equal best final scene ever. But that's not till March.
Fair enough.
That's about it. Other than that, I will be in a few chats around the interwebs
All right. And Spartacus.
I am Spartacus, and I am the Defender of the Multiverse. You'll find me over on my channel, Spartacus. I need to give it a longer title. Spartacus, where I will be doing irregular playthroughs of Infamous presently. And also on my Sunday shows, I talk about geekdom and stuff around that. Geekdom commentary. So come and join me over there. In other words, and otherwise, you'll find me here with Tabletop, where he drags me through everything.
I do. And my name is Tabletop Junkie. I am the host of this game, and it looks like we will be staying with it a little bit while longer. They managed to save the campaign, but they may not have. But if they mess up again, will they have the ability to save it again? We'll have to see. So far,
He's still got that spell.
yeah, but every time he uses it, it takes away 25 power from him permanently.
Ah, right.
And if he loses enough of it, he won't be able to have enough magic points to use it ever again. Oh, and a little sneak preview. Witch King will also, starting the next time we play this game, Witch King will have 3 new spells in his spell book that he will know and have studied.
Awesome.
Which
All right.
does lead to the really
Also-
interesting question of can anybody else use his spell book?
Yes, if they study it and they pay the points for it, yes.
And to be fair, I can raise my power up, I think, with more magic stuff. I think.
Yeah, but at the expense of your sanity.
Yep.
By the way, I know we talked about this off screen, but I mean, even though Colin and I don't get to keep our successes, Witch King should be able to keep his successes because
does.
he's
Yeah.
retained all that.
Yes, he does. Although I am going to say this for Witch King. Witch King, I have a song for you. And I'm going to sing
Okay.
it for you. I'm going to serenade you, sir. They're coming to take you
Okay.
away.
No.
Haha, they're coming to take you away. No, I'm just kidding. You lose enough sanity, it's going to happen. So,
Okay.
I guess now the new goal is, will Brian Lawless make it to the end of the campaign? Or will he go
might.
completely mad? Find out.
This is the
The likelihood of that happening is pretty high, but he might make it to the end of the campaign.
this is the point at which Gregory and I now go out and buy some white coats.
Yeah.
Just for that moment when they're needed.
So the avenging of Julia Smith is still a possibility. And the avenging of the death. Oh god, what was his name? Butters? Not Butters.
Beddoes?
Beddoes, yes.
Beddoes.
The death and murder of Beddoes.
And trying to find out who are the 3 Turkish men.
Yeah, that would have left this whole campaign wide open. All right. Well, everyone, thank you guys for joining us. And for those who catch the future stream, I hope you enjoyed this one. This was, I got to hand it to Witch King. He's right about one thing. Let the dice decide everything.
Yep.
It is fun because not even the GM knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
All right.
that was inspired.
Yeah,
It really
that
was. That was.
Yep. It really was. I was like, oh, cool. Get to time travel.
I'm just like, are we really doing this?
At a cost, yes, at a great cost. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great and wonderful evening, and to remember to check us out in the coming future. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 200 subscribers before March 1st, before we begin our first season, because this will be a multi-season game that I will be coming up against, but we will only be playing it so many times during the year, called Age of the Dead. And I'm using All Flesh Must Be Eaten rule system, and we will definitely be having a fun time with that. Speaking of which, I gotta speak to them behind the closed scenes of that, so you guys all have a great night.
Right, bro.